I tried.
All right.
At least you tried versus, how do I attack through all this crap?
Yeah. Well, and normally at Mont Saint Jean, the British cavalry is kind of held back to punch back if the French kind of break through, and then kind of out in different places to counter them. So a lot of it just kind of depends on what the French decide they're going to do.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, it looks like we've got everybody. Everybody is in the chat. Although Brennan's said that he's flying in an airplane right now, so he can't hear what's going on too well. So he did say when his chit came up for me to send him a snapshot, and then he would dictate stuff.
Yeah, we just did it for a couple hours. It worked fine.
Okay. Yeah, because you were playing Auerstadt, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll make it. We'll figure it out somehow. So the chit that had come up was the regroup chit. So it'd be time for all the sort of massive regrouping that needs to happen.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Well,
Brennan and I did our regrouping.
Oh, that's fantastic to hear.
Okay. That is very convenient. All right. Who else needs to regroup that's out of command? Those guys are out of command.
Let's see, brush for Cav is 3 or 4? Let me look.
It's 4 for Cav.
4 for Cav.
Yeah,
Thank you.
2 for infantry. 5 for artillery. All right, and during regroup, that's when we can also roll for limbering guys, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right, let's see if I limber those guys up. Nope. A 6 is the opposite of what I need. That's what I need for them to do their resupply. All right. Brennan says yes. He got all his regroups done last week.
Hey, Rick, are you gonna move those Lancers right here or no?
Which ones?
The ones right next to the artillery that you moved.
Yes.
Okay. I will wait to move.
I mean,
them
they
on.
already.
They already moved.
I think so.
Oh shit. Okay, because I
Well,
blocked in.
Well, I can move. Have they moved? Versus I moved
Yeah,
them.
they have. They've moved. They got the little move
Well,
flag on.
Yeah, but I was
I'll just
moving
go
stuff
around.
around and brought it back. No, it's all right. I hadn't moved them yet. There.
There is an option to change the mark moved on them if you do that a bunch to save you.
Mark moved.
It just changes it. So that way, if you're reordering a stack, you can then get it back to the point where it's.
Oh, and mark it, you mean?
It just toggles
Got
it.
it. Got it. Thank you.
Brennan's playing mean at Osterstad.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's playing really nasty now.
Is he playing the Prussians?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought you'd wiped him out.
No. He's he's got that resilience.
Yes, that's true.
He does not give up easily.
Yeah, well, and that's a tough one with the rules for for
Command.
them to the command. Well, it's the if you're not in line or skirmish or square, you've got that -12 penalty to your morale. That's kind of
but unfortunately, he's got them all in line. You know what I mean? It's like, ugh.
right.
So I can limber up and move or not?
So during the regroup phase,
Yes.
I think if you are within range of your commander, right, you can limit.
No,
you
I'm
can-
not a command.
No,
Well, I
think
don't
we-
know. I don't even think I can regroup because you're adjacent to me. Never mind.
Well, there's that. Yeah.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah.
You can't unlimber though, right?
If you are in command range,
Oh, so once you get into command range, you can then unlimber
then you can change formation.
Right.
in
So
the same turn though, right?
so if you're well, you can't no. You can't like move to get into command and then unlimber. So it's only if
that's
you
what I'm
started off in
Yeah.
command and then during the regroup
Yeah.
chit you could change formation, change facing, stuff like that.
Is it legal to have both limbered and unlimbered artillery in the same hex?
No.
I don't know.
that's what
We've
it
been kind of doing it, but no split. I mean,
Really?
in theory, we shouldn't
Because you're
have.
spreading things across, right?
Yeah.
So you guys, because of the rules change you made.
Yeah. So I think we're allowing it only because we've got the trying to fit 3 increments, and some of the units only got 2. 2 increments, and then you've got a third one that's there. So I think we've been allowing it.
Okay.
We haven't been allowing having both limbered and unlimbered.
Well,
not?
you have
They
because
they move in
default,
and they have to conform to the existing formation that's in there.
Oh, okay.
No, what they're
So-
saying is, what about when you come out of your formation? So
And
what
then,
about when you
again, you're
unlimber?
leaving.
Oh, you can. Okay.
You would limber and move, or you would move in and unlimber.
So you can.
You can't end your move with limbered and unlimbered in the same hex.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Okay.
think I'm done. Come on. Can't do it.
And I am done.
All right.
1 minute.
Valance, he's disordered, so it's only half move. Oh, let's go. 4, 5. Oh wait, he's disordered and tired.
Yeah.
Like a quarter.
Like a 6.
Well, halved and halved again. So yes, a quarter. So he
So I
can
can't
move
even
3.
move. Wow.
Well, you could go this way. 1, 2, 3, couldn't you?
Yeah. Let's see, no, I got enough stacking point. Yeah, because you shut the shit out of me.
Yeah.
So I'll do that.
With disorder, you have all around face.
Yeah.
Well, the other guy's not disordered.
Well, he is now.
Oh, that's mean.
That's all right. I mean, they've got brilliant morale, right? Like 16s or something. So.
Let's see. Anybody else?
Don't they displace
Who?
if you have ordered and disordered in the same hex?
Well, that's if you're moving through, but if you
If you're moving through, you can move it. Anything they can move through with no problem. If they end, then yeah, there's some rules for that.
Okay.
That's fine. I'll disorder him. I don't care.
I think if you end the move in the same place, you're both disordered. But if
Yeah, it's fine. They're
I
effectively
thought the disorder
done with
never
this battle.
displaced.
yeah, they're pretty much toast at this point.
if it's involuntary movement, then they end in the same place. I believe one possibly displaces. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because you did it on purpose. Okay.
Let's see. Oh. I think I've got all my OOCs taken care of.
Oh, this stack's illegal. I take that guy and move him back 1. Let's make sure I'm correct. I think I am. Stacking in brush, no forest. 10 general order. Yeah, he had 11. So you see that, Eric?
Where's that? This one
Here.
Oh, okay.
This guy was there.
Oh, yeah.
Moving him back 1. Since he has 10.
Well, he shouldn't have moved anyway, because wouldn't he be part of your?
No, I haven't moved any of them yet.
Oh, okay.
No, I was just looking and it's like, oh wait, that guy's
Yeah.
overstacked.
Yeah. All right, we
not
got all
moved.
of our people sorted out, hopefully, partially, slightly. All right. If that's the case, let's go ahead and grab some chits and see what we get. So it is French number 9. I'm not sure where that's at on the map.
Oh, that's
What, Tim?
Saint Alphonse.
Saint Alphonse. And then we've got Russian number 3. I'm not sure who that is. Is that you, Mitch?
That is me.
Okay. And then we've got French number 5. So
That's
let's
me
take a
just
look.
now.
All right, so let's go over to that side of the map and see what's cooking. So St. Alphonse is going to go first. All right. What is Mr. St. Alphonse going to do?
That's trouble.
Of course.
So who will take over for Brennan?
Brennan.
Me. Oh,
No, we're able to communicate with Brennan. Mitch, I
Okay.
guess, was playing with him using the Facebook Messenger.
that's some
Okay,
serious
Yeah, to
dedication.
kind of like send him snapshots of stuff and then find out what his
That's
response
commitment.
is. Yeah. Well, what else are you going to do on a flight,
Read a book.
transcontinental flight? Yeah,
Play games on my iPad.
yeah. Well,
Yeah.
This is a little bit more fun.
Alrighty.
Okay.
What kind of trouble do I want to cause?
Depends. Trouble for you and us, or trouble for them?
Well, I think inadvertently both.
That is Michael's secret weapon there.
Yes.
Don't make me
Yeah,
go play
so
some
no
pool.
friends. Let's see. 'Cause that would have to be like that, yeah.
Yeah, if you're going to get 3 of them in that one hex, yeah. And then
Yeah.
there's 1 in the other hex.
One, 2, 3, 4. And we're gonna charge.
Okay.
So is Brennan able to like respond?
So put a
Yeah, we
charge
can set
marker
up.
on.
We
So
can.
put a charge marker on your unit,
Yeah.
and then you do all your other movements, and then I'll send him a snapshot, and then we can find out what he wants to do.
All right. 1, 2. 8. So this unit right here, the skirmisher,
It's a
the
skirmish
zone is to
cavalry.
right here.
That,
Yeah,
and
skirmish cavalry.
yeah,
The zone goes extends out to right here, right?
right. But that only affects infantry and artillery. It doesn't
Okay.
it doesn't impede cavalry.
All right. So the heavies are going to go like yay
Okay.
and keep moving. And I think the only reaction is, I think it's only the skirmishers, but I don't know if they can do that in skirmish mode, can they?
So they can't react to anything. I mean,
Okay.
they would react to a charge, but that's about it.
Okay.
I mean, in theory, could he form rally square during the movement?
No,
of
no,
the
no.
cavalry, or
Those
he
are
had to wait till
skirmish
charge?
cavalry. They're not
Oh,
skirmish infantry.
cav.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't do anything till they're
And
Jason.
then the lancers
Or
are just going to go
once he
this
targets.
way. And
It's the old switcheroo.
yeah, because there's these stupid leg creatures that are in the way. Two-legged creatures that are in the way.
Yeah, take that up with whoever's playing Eugene, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
I think
Actually,
you've got one more guy. I think you've got well, whoever.
actually, I have a wee bit of a problem. These guys couldn't have done that in this turn because of these guys were technically out of command.
Oh,
These guys good. These guys not so much. I couldn't have shuffled them, but it doesn't really.
all right.
All right. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Yeah, that's it.
That's it? Okay. So there's just that one charge?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me take a quick snapshot. I presume you're going to be charging that cavalry that's there.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me take a photo.
Tell Brennan if he doesn't respond in 30 seconds, he's going to stand his ground and not retreat.
All right.
This unit is in range, right?
Yeah. I mean, it is. It could respond.
Yep.
Let
It's
me
within
send
5,
another
right?
picture. Okay. So I'm gonna, yeah. So, why don't you go ahead and move your guy forward, and Brennan.
Well, he could actually react at 5, right?
The light cavalry could, but let's see where Michael's going to go, because we've got cavalry we don't have to like choose to form square or something like that. We've got a little bit more latitude with what we do. Okay.
Oh, but can't he react
right.
and charge at this point with this unit?
He
With that
could,
rain?
but I'm going to send a note to Brennan and see what he wants to do. Who's the target of your charge? Those guys there.
Right there.
Okay. All
The
right.
patently obvious.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to send him another snapshot. And yeah, and let him know, yeah, it's the lifeguard lancers that you're charging. target. Okay. All right, what are your orders? It's definitely feeling very Napoleonic here, where I'm writing a note to the commander. I've been watching some of those Kriegspiel replays. Hey, we got Achilles tuning in. Howdy, all. Howdy, Achilles. Thanks for tuning in. So, all right, and his ADC is riding across the fields to let us know what his command is. Now, as I was saying, I was watching some of those Kriegspiel games, and it's the sort of thing where they have like the map up, and you can, or they send you a little snapshot of the map with what you can see as the commander. So you can see your units, and then you can see some of the terrain. And then you can, here he wants me to send him a bigger picture. And then they say, okay, you hear gunfire over here, or you see, columns rising from the, from the road, or smoke or dust or whatever, and then the question is, what are your commands? What is your command? Oh, move this unit here, or bring this unit up, or turn and face this way, or whatnot. And so they're just kind of giving them these verbal commands then to the guys that are the umpires for Kriegspiel, and then they go and then the umpires are moving the stuff around so they can see everything that's going on. But you as the player can only see this tiny little stuff. Yeah, Achilles, I'm talking about the Kriegspiel replays that are on the International Kriegspiel Society Facebook. No, it's their YouTube channel. It's fun to watch. I kind of put them on ×2 speed, because a lot of times there's like nothing happening at all while you're waiting for somebody to clock in. Oh, Achilles says he plays those. So I'd love to play one of those. I think David said have you had a chance to play any of them yet, David? I know you.
No, I have not.
Yeah.
But I do tune in and at some point when I've got fewer games, fewer nights.
Yeah, no, I think they've got like these Saturday, like a Saturday morning one that they play pretty frequently, and then they've got the ones that people are kind of hosting at other times during the day and night during the week, that you can tune in and join. I just haven't had time to do that. Maybe sometime this fall I'll see if I can get into a game that kind of meets, in the morning sometime when I don't have to be anywhere anytime soon. Because a lot of times they're on for 3 to 6 hours with some of these games. So.
Yeah. Hey, Mitch, should we get started on your chit while
all right,
we
so
wait
it
on
says
Brennan?
here, Brennan says, go ahead and advance until you come adjacent to the Lancers. And then retreat before charge up through Chalakov to the hex just near the bridge, facing southwest. So right there. Yep. So you've gone 1, 2. Have you gone 2 hexes from where you started?
Yeah, declared right here. Move
Okay.
forward 2.
Okay. All right. So,
Now I'm gonna regroup.
oh, well, you have to roll for recall, right?
Yeah. Let's watch. I'll just go ahead and roll. 41. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Normally you
I
just
recall.
roll. Yeah, you just roll a single die. So it's not a
Oh, a
morale
single?
check. It's just a single die. I'm not sure
Is it?
what do you need. Yep. No, that's good. You recalled. Yeah, the French and their allies, a 1 through 4 is successful.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I am tired. Yes.
Tired. Yep. And then just flip the charge marker over, and that way then we know you charged this one.
Okay, so I can, Michael, you want to go down to a different room?
Yeah, hold on. Why won't it? Oh, there. Entire unit. Let's see. There we go. Where's it? Oh, there we go. There's the charge marker. And done. Okay. All right, Mitch. He already went. All right.
All right. So then this is going to be number 3,
move.
which is Mitch.
I'll move
And
Chastel.
yeah, I'll go over and watch you there on that side. Chastel, was that number 5? Okay, so that's the guys over in the woods there. Okay, cool.
Yeah, in the brush. We'll just be shuffling some skirmishers around.
Try to untangle the command and control mess that is
There,
that.
yeah.
I'm gonna be AFK for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I'll move. I'm just moving Gerard down here for a second, and then we'll move Gotham here. And see, that's width. He's there. And 2, 6. That's it. Guys.
Yeah, Achilles says that he is playing a Kriegspiel Cup Championship against the Little Wars TV guys. They are playing the pre-battle movements as a PBP, but so face to face or PBP, I don't know what that means. But the battle will be a live game in York, Pennsylvania on July 16th. And Achilles says, yes, you should both come play. We would love to have you. The open Saturdays can be tough because of the time commitment, but there are many PvP games running all times, which are easier to do. Okay, cool.
2, 3. So we're gonna move Dominier over here.
Oh, okay. Play by post. So over Discord. Okay.
Oh wait, no, Dominier will still. It's gotta be within 2. Gotta be.
Yeah, we used to call that play by mail. PBM, play by mail, back in the day. I remember.
Avalon Hill had that, yeah.
Yeah. Yes, Achilles, I agree. Discord is a step up from the post office.
Oh, but I can't trace through him. See if that works. Because Pracing's in the left. This drives me just totally batty.
Yes, it's always fun trying to sort stuff out.
Because I can't do that.
I'm back.
All right, we're still sorting out the cavalry over here on the west side of the map.
Should be straightforward. Charge.
In theory.
Hi, these guys are all dedicated skirmishers. That's all they have done this whole game. I don't know if they know about charging anymore.
They haven't learned that part.
They've forgotten about the charging stuff.
Well, they've been up against the Cossacks who don't know the meaning of the word charge either. So, as that my last attempted, charge with my Cossacks proved. So,
in effect, I cannot put. Can a leader be in a different formation in a different cavalry group, but trace in and out from that hex?
yes. So in this particular,
be stacked with Guyon, and then Gerard could trace to his guys on the other side, and he's next to Chastel, so he's in command. Would that work?
Although in theory the leaders need to be in a hex, so they wouldn't be. You'd have to pick which hex you're going to put them in.
Oh, then I can't do that. Okay. If he's here, oh well, yeah. Gerard could trace through Gothrin, right? Oh no, but that's a different formation. That's a different brigade.
Yeah. So who are his guys that he's trying to do something with?
No, I just want to try to get Gerard in command.
Oh,
Chastel.
No, Chastel. No, so going from your corps leader to the brigade leader, you can trace through other stuff. It's going from your brigade leader to your unit. That's where you would get blocked. So you could put Gerard here. You could even put Gerard over here, right? And you can trace command through this other cavalry unit because it's from leader to leader. But from leader to unit, you can't be tracing through another.
So I could have him here, and he's got a command range of 3, so he could do that, and then he can trace to these guys here.
No, because where's Gerard's? So Gerard is here, right? He can go 1, 2, 3, and trace to that. And he's stacked with one of his own units, right? Which is fine. And then Chastel can reach him from where he's at. So, yeah. So if you're thinking about it like your corps leader going out to the division leader, it doesn't matter what's in their way. I mean, with the exception of enemy units, obviously. But if it's just friendly units, that core leader's got a range of 6 hexes, and you can trace through anything, the core leader out to the division leader. But then from the division leader to a specific unit in his division, that's got to be within 3. And if there's an intervening enemy unit or a unit from another division or another command that's like intervening, then that would potentially block it. So so right now, the way you have it set up, where Gerard is at, he'll have the unit he's with in command, and he'll have that one that's there in the clear north of the brush in command next turn. Does he have any other units?
Yeah, I mean, Chastel also has Gothrin up right here. Oops.
Right. So Gothrin is another brigade leader. So then you check to see. So Gothrin is stacked with one of his own units, so they're going to be in command. And are there any other that are part of Gothrin?
Command, so he's okay. He's down here.
Okay, that's one of Chastel's other guys. So then what are the other units? Oh, so here's another unit that's part of Gothrin. These guys here, they're obviously too far away, right?
They're catching it up toward Gothrin.
Yeah, so they couldn't, they're not in command right now. They'd still be out of command. All right, and then we've got Sadewitz. So Sadewitz is here. These guys are part of Sadewitz, so they're in command. Domagnet. Oh, Domagnet is here. Those guys are out of command.
They're still out of command.
Sadewitz, these guys are out of command as well, right?
Yes.
Given where Sadewitz is.
That's okay.
Oh no!
All right.
No, Sadewitz is here. So they're in command. They're within range of Sadewitz because they could go 1, 2 to draw command through that hex there. So they're okay. Who else have you got here? These guys are in command because this guy's here.
Moved, yeah. The 4th I've already moved. So
these guys have already done.
No. The 4th Corps Cavalry. I moved that already before, and so the 3rd now. I think is all fine too. It looks like everything's traceable.
Okay, cool.
So I think I'm good.
All right, let's go see what everyone's doing in the other game room. Sure, it's exciting. Yes, Rick.
Before I forget, so last time you brought your Waterloo, you didn't have the British part of it, so don't forget that part.
Oh, you mean the organization chart?
Yeah, you forgot to bring it from the Quattro Bra.
Yeah,
second edition.
No, I will bring it. And are you bringing any games with you?
I wasn't planning to. Do you want me to bring Quattro Bra in case we need it?
No. I mean, I just didn't know if you had the ability to bring something, if you wanted to like pack and bring a copy of Mont Saint Jean just in case something dreadful happens.
I could if you want me to.
Okay, it's always good to have a backup.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay. All right. I'll see you guys in game room 1.
Okay.
All right. We finished things up on that side of the map. How is it going here?
Oh, I'm getting closer.
So, hey, Mitch, where did this dude start from?
Like 1 hex away.
You did?
I don't remember exactly.
Well, you got to mark this stuff for assault.
Right, but he's it's no more than 1. Or I mean, I guess he'd be 2. I guess he'd be 2 hexes away.
Well, that makes a difference for your roll to close.
All right.
Let's see who was.
Does it? If he's a 14, I don't know. Maybe it does.
Does he really have 6 hits on him? Oh no!
I'm just trying to do the roll to the roll to close distance here. I'm sorry.
Oh, normally what we've been doing is just labeling the assault.
I know people are just asking me to do all this stuff here, so let me label this right here. Okay.
3 LG Jaegers. The 3 LG.
Didn't that guy start right here, Mitch?
He probably did. Yeah. So he'd be like 3 hexes away.
4, but
4?
yeah.
It's got a 4 on it now. Thank you.
Is he able to extend into this hex? It's 9 to get into here. I think 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, he. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, that's questionable whether he
6,
can get
7.
into there. What's?
Yeah, because he changed formations.
No, he was in skirmish.
No, he
No,
wasn't.
he wasn't. He started in regular.
Are you sure?
Yeah, right here.
I thought he had
Yeah.
2 back-to-back skirmishers there.
Black. No, it's
Yeah, he started right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4,
5,
6.
6, 7, 8.
Changed formations. He changes formations at some point.
But he has to, if he extends into there, that puts him way over because that's a plus.
What's going to be in? No, it's not a plus anything because the.
Yeah, it is. You count the terrain you expand into.
So
and
it
it's
just
plus
costs
3
1
going
extra
across.
hex.
Yeah, but there's a severe hex side. That's plus 3.
No, it's not. It's a mild hex side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right here. This is a mild one. The other
all right.
ones are, yeah.
If he changes into formation there, then he gets a shot at him.
Yes, I agree. There'd be an opportunity shot if you change.
Can I change formation? Can I change formation? Sorry, here, and then just come in.
Well, if you do, then you're going to be in these 2 hexes, and then going down the severe slope.
And you're not. That's plus
you an extra.
Plus
an extra
3.
plus 3. So that would exceed your movement. So you could be in.
I'll just read like this.
Yeah, you could be in that, right?
And then since I'm under the amount, I can add this guy.
No,
you can't
still
have skirmishers and you can't have 2 different formations in the. You can't have skirmishers stacked with other formations.
What if I put him in? What if I put him in skirmish?
You still got 3 skirmishers in that. You've got half that unit there, and that's 3. That's your max skirmishers you can have in a hex. He's a 6/9, or he's a
6.
So when he's in 2 hexes, there's 3 and 8 checks. So he's at the max.
Okay. Then I can do an assault marker on this one, and then I could extend the line down into there, right? I can extend down into there.
You can. Well, you're.
So where did that guy?
I'm here,
yeah.
Right? I can declare an assault, right?
Sure.
I can actually, I guess I have to do a change formation first. I'll change into skirmish.
Okay.
And then I'll assault.
Right. So when you change in the skirmish, you could at that stroke extend into this hex, right? Because you've got you've only got 3 increments there anyway.
He can only be skirmish in 1 hex, so he'd have to.
So
you could go into skirmish, and then you could move into that hex and assault from there.
Yeah, that's possible.
Wow.
All right, I'm going to draw a few more chits and see if we can get something else going on elsewhere.
So then what's this guy doing then?
I'm moving the, I got to move the thing like this.
Yeah.
All right, we got French number 11 and French number 6. And Russian number 12.
French number 11 is going to wait till number 3 is finished.
Okay. Which one was French number 11?
Colbert.
Oh, okay. And that's what?
I mean, Guyot.
Guyot. Okay, so that's that cavalry unit?
Yep.
Okay. All right, then that makes sense.
All right. These units are going to assault. And they are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hexes away.
Interesting. That's curious. I'm just curious. Why aren't these guys marked as moved? That's very curious.
Did they move or were they? No.
Yeah, they didn't start there.
Huh.
The P2 guy, PR2 started up in here. It's interesting. I wonder how they did that and not get marked as.
I wonder. I don't know.
Yeah. And then Mitch, were you going to leave this guy here in disorder, or were you going to pull him back?
He disordered.
Yeah.
He tried to
move away.
disengage.
Okay.
So he failed his disengagement.
Oh, interesting. Okay. I wondered, like, well, why is that guy over there?
He did a Rick job.
Yes. Hey, Rick. It's not just you.
Okay, so let's see how I want to handle this. All right, so we're gonna take these cavalry first.
Okay.
Leave the leader back here. So that's got 5 on him. Oh, it is what it is. Maybe we want to come back to him in a second. Let's start with this one instead. One, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to change my facing, so I'm going down this way. 5. Going to declare. Oh, sorry. Up here, I'm going to declare a charge. I'm going to declare a charge up here.
So. Okay.
Yeah, I should. I'm sorry. Charge.
All right, and then which way are you facing?
Let me do that.
Okay. All right.
There we go. And same thing here.
So, Mitch,
You know that's not going to work.
Yeah, I don't think you can charge these guys because it's a severe slope, right?
Yep. Can't I just go? Can I just go like this?
Nope. As soon as you hit as soon as you hit this square here, hex here, you have to stop because that's a.
Okay, what if I come from this way?
So what you could do is, could he not move adjacent to you and then declare a charge?
You still can't charge across that.
Across the severe slope.
So what if I just move through here instead?
There's a possibility, yeah.
Yeah. Or you could move around this way, right? So 1, 2, 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7.
You have to stop at 6.
No. I'm not saying he declares his charge where he's at.
It doesn't matter. If you enter a cavalry zone of influence, you're
exhausted. You don't have one, do you?
Yes.
Oh, so you're saying as soon as he moves there, then he'd have to stop, right?
Right.
Okay. And so because of the way things are facing, then he can't charge down the slope. And now he could, though, if he's facing a particular way, where could he go? He could charge Napoleon, I guess. He could charge other people, right?
But you need line of sight to charge anyways?
No, you don't need line of sight.
No, you don't need line, but you know.
Okay, so something like that.
Can you charge Napoleon? Do it.
Okay.
Hey, they did it in the movie, didn't they?
They did. It was very exciting.
I mean, let's just end this game tonight. Do it.
Go big or go home.
All right.
Okay, then we're gonna do this a little bit differently.
Okay.
We're gonna start here over here instead.
Those, and how are you going to move those?
They're gonna move over this square.
How are they in command? The cavalry commander is right here.
Yeah, I hear you. Okay, so he's too far away, is what you're telling me.
Yep.
You got a range of 3, is what you're telling me.
Yep. All right. So one of those two you backed up was right there. The Estonian one or whatever. What's his name? The Empress ones are there. Yep.
All right, we're gonna add another salt.
And how is he in command?
All right.
He's got he's stacked with an ADC, and he's within range of the corps leader. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
An ADC there.
So,
so he's in command.
Good. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, usually the officers are on top, so I didn't see him hiding underneath there.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm curious, Mitch. So are these guys charging? And if so, where are they? Where are they going?
I've pre-labeled them. I'm sorry because I had them over here a moment ago.
Okay.
I just thought I'd keep the labels on them so I didn't have to recreate them, but I could take them off and then put them back on
that's fine. That's
make
fine.
everybody happier. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna start with this one here. I'm gonna go 1, 2, 3. No, that's not the way I want to go. I want to do this. Maybe I want to do this.
Well, my only suggestion would be make sure you leave somebody to cover guns and cover your rear. So. All right, Brendan wants to know what are some of the next chits. So.
All right, I guess we'll make it easy. We're gonna bring these guys over. We're gonna do here. We're gonna declare a charge against that unit right there.
Well, okay, yeah, you just declare you.
Okay, yeah.
Declare charge. You don't have to declare your target yet.
All right.
Right. But given the way he's facing, that's the only one. So.
And then you put your charge marker on.
Yeah, I'm looking for it. There it is. All right. You come back there and he'll declare a charge there. It's going to come up there and he's not going to declare a charge. It's changed.
All right.
Okay.
Good. And before you finish, you want to put Borisden then somewhere where he can get at least some of the cavalry in command next turn. And then you think about where the guys are going to be bouncing back to after their combat. So that way they'll be in command as well.
Mind if I... Never mind.
Never mind. Good. You can park there. That's fine.
Good enough.
Yeah. All right. So then at this point, you would execute your charges in whatever particular order you want to.
All right. Let's do...
I think you just picked up somebody by mistake. You had somebody who was over here and he got... There we go.
Can he... Never mind. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
All right. So moves there. Now you move the other one into his charge, declare your target, and all right. Okay. Now you execute your
I'm
charges.
going to pull this assault off because I don't need this because I was doing that to get around this edge. So never mind. All right.
Okay. Okay. So then what you decide which one you want to have resolved, and then and then David will have to make his rules accordingly.
Just do something weird. That's what I was trying to do. All right. Let's do this one first here then.
Okay.
Nope.
So
roll the stand.
So just roll your dice and we'll figure it out.
Yep. will stand.
56. They probably will stand. So they're half dead and they're disordered. So they
Well,
have
they might not.
-9.
Well, and it's heavy. What's that? And that's our
Heavy
armored cavalry, right?
Yeah, those guys, I
Well,
think.
that's -12. So
you're at
33, 56, 46, 36, 26.
minus 21.
Minus 3.5 dice.
23. And I don't. Let's see. 21. They actually stood.
They stood. All right. So then you would go ahead and roll one die and see if they have an odd shift.
Yeah.
A 5. So there'll be a 1 shift.
Or 1 odd shift.
1 odd shift. Good. And then you're going to fire at basically your regular printed value, which is probably 8. Yep. So go ahead and take a shot at 8 to 6, I guess. Yeah. So a 1-to-1 shot.
8 to 6. Yep. No,
and that's a miss. All right. So now what happens is you're going to do your numbers. So it's probably going to be 5-to-1 without even thinking about it.
I might want to reserve readiness. We'll see.
Well, you would have needed to say that at the beginning of the charge.
Oh, I have to do that at the beginning? Okay.
Yeah. Because otherwise it kind of gets like the guy, disorders, and you're like, oh, I don't need my full value now, but, because you don't know what's going to be. So you would have.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know that there was another time I had to declare it. I apologize.
Yeah, no, that's okay. So, so it's going to be 5-to-1, but then that's going to shift to 4-to-1 for the column shift. There's no die roll modifiers. So, is
roll
that your
2
roll?
die.
Did you roll a 26?
Yep.
Okay, so 26 is going to be a
DR.
DD2.
3.
So they are going to, so you're going to lose an increment en route, and then there's some sort of pursuit thing?
1 die?
No, it's
what do you do for pursuit? How does pursuit work? Anybody know?
I do it so rarely.
Yeah, I know.
I don't think it's okay. If he doesn't want to pursue, it's recall.
You would roll for. There's got to be. Well, let's just read it real quick because we'll probably have to think about it for the other attack too. All right. Calculate the melee odds. Pursuit. Okay. After any retreats are conducted, cavalry that does not recall must pursue the retreating units. There is no pursuit if the target units are eliminated prior to this step. Okay. So if you wanted to pursue, he's only got 1 increment left, right? So let's see. It says it's 19.11. So 19.11, pursuit procedure. The number of hexes which the cavalry may pursue is the number of hexes the defender recoiled. Okay, on the DD. So it was a DD2. So you could advance up to 2 and grind up 2. Well, he's already losing 1 just by virtue of the combat.
Yeah, but I'd rather just send him back to see if he disrupts his forces even worse.
Oh, I don't know that there's anything. Well, you could try that, if that's what you want to try to do. In which case you still have to make a recall. So you don't have a choice. So you're going to roll 1 die and see if he recalls. So he does. So then David would go ahead and conduct his retreat. He's going to have approximately 11 movement points.
Yeah, and I got a nice. So go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10.
All right, and then you regroup back.
So you would have advanced. So advances into the square.
So just put your guy here, right, and just leave him there until we do the other one,
Right,
and
until
then
you
we
do
do
the other
all
one.
the
Regroup at once.
re-movement or whatever it's called at the end. Okay.
Right. So this one I might want to say I'm doing reserving readiness. Can I do that now or no?
Yeah. You could say that since we
Well,
haven't.
you would have done it when you actually declared the charge, but back
but
then.
Since we
yes,
haven't done anything, it doesn't matter as much. So you could say you could, because once the other guy's rolling, then it's not quite so fair. So, but since you didn't know, I think it's okay if everyone thinks it's okay.
I will.
Okay.
I will.
All right. So now David's going to roll, and he's going to have. Well, just go ahead and roll, Dave, and see what you got.
Yeah. About the only thing that'll help me is a 65 or 66. I don't think that'll be enough.
So he's getting hit. So he's got a minus 12.
At least 12.
So that's going to be
2 die, so it's 26.
So that's a 26. He's disordered, so that's another 3 off. So he's down to 23.
So he's
now
at 21.
He is under an assault marker.
Yeah, that takes another 12, I believe.
Oh, no. So when the target is also the target of an assault, so it's another minus 3. So he'd be down to 16. So it's basically equivalent.
Yeah.
Okay. So take a look. Is he a 16 or?
No, he's a 21.
A 21. Okay. So he's then, so go ahead and make a recall roll for your cavalry.
Oh, I'm going to lose 2 because I've got to go either
a 6.
here
So
or
you
here.
failed your recall roll.
Let's see.
So, well, I mean, although I don't think it matters, he's probably going to cease to exist here. He's going to lose 1. He might have 1 left, right? Depending on.
Did I lose 2 to
you lose
here?
1 and you lose 1 there. Yeah, so 2. He can't pursue you any further.
Right.
Because, but he would go there, right? And that would be the end of his little adventure. And so you should have have 1 increment left on that guy, right?
He lost 2 because of the left 2 zone of control, and he lost 1 more with the pursuit. So.
Yeah, so you should have 3 hits on him, I think, right?
No, he should have 4. He's
gone.
Oh,
he's gone. Oh, okay.
And now I can regroup, right?
So yes. So now, both of those guys could regroup 5 movement points.
I don't think you could have moved him there, could you?
1, 2, 3, 4.
You can go through
he can move here. Plus, I don't think there's a unit there, right? That's just a leader there, right? 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I forgot you go through the skirmishers.
But you might want to maybe try to go there. I don't know why I'm helping, but
yeah, I think you'd probably want to go there. Because
that'll
right
put
now,
him in command.
Yeah, that'll put him in command. Plus, if you want to do a reaction charge with this guy, he's blocking the way, right? So if you were going to thinking about defending these guns from a potential French cavalry charge, this could do it, right? But yeah, so just you'd go 2, 3, 4, 5. You could put him right there. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's 1 spot.
Mark him. So flip your charge markers.
Flip the charge markers over.
Mark them exhausted. We'll get rid of these extra pieces here.
He would just be. He's the one.
He's the one who's just going to be tired.
Just tired, right? Yeah. Because he preserved readiness.
Yep. And then you can have him face whatever particular direction.
Well, he's disordered, so he's all around facing, right?
No, he's not, because there was no melee.
Oh, he's not. Okay. Right.
All he did was charge, and the other guy routed, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So there was no melee involved.
And your other one isn't disordered either.
Oh.
I don't think, is he?
No, there was melee, right? Wasn't there?
Yeah, but when cavalry, melee, infantry, it was a DD result on me. The cavalry doesn't disorder.
Oh.
He's just exhausted and tired.
Oh,
okay. Good.
He's just exhausted and he's got the charge bubble on him. So
got it.
All right. I think we got that figured out. All right. Does the assault marker stay here, or is it removed now that there's not
it's
anything?
removed. There's nothing to assault.
Okay. Okay. All right. So now it was French 11 and then French 6 are the next two that come up. So French 11 and French 6.
So
I think that's Guillaume, and then it's Sans Supplice.
You want to flip your unit over there? That's underneath that stack. Got an extra charge marker there too, so.
All right, that looks neat and tidy.
Neat and tidy.
All right.
Let's see, what does he do? Doesn't want to do that, but he will. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and point that way. All right, 11's done.
All right. I think the next one was number 6. Yep, number 6, which I believe is Sans Supplice.
What do we got here? What are we facing?
A bristling wall of bayonets.
Bristling wall of bayonets.
In fact, we're going to write a poem about it.
We decided to go on the cheap and just stick with sheetrock.
I figured as much. How you doing, Matt?
Okay, it was a long week, but a good one. How was your summer camp?
It was incredibly hectic. I had to leave at 6:30 in the morning every day and wasn't getting home until about 8. So I was.
How many classes a day?
I had 6 classes, so 4 fencing classes, 2 history classes, and then after that was all done, then I had 2 hours of practice with the high school fencing team. So a little bit like 11 hours of teaching, more or less.
Well, I didn't know you were a history teacher. That seems like a lot of fun. So
does
a fencing teacher.
Yeah, so the history classes, I'm doing, again, a history of the Napoleonic Wars class. So we're playing war games. So we were playing Enemy in Sight, which is a fun card game with where you're sinking ships. And then in the World War II class, we played, first part of the week, we played Origins of the Second World War, which is that old classic from the 60s
that's
and 70s.
A fun game.
Oh, yeah. The kids finally figured out. We played it for 3 days. First day, they were like really shaky, what's going on. Second day, they were getting a little bit better. And the third day, they totally had it all figured out. And then now we're playing Naval War. So we'll play Naval War for the next couple of days. And then, gosh, what's the next game we've got on the thing? We'll probably play Quartermaster General, which is a newer game in the World War II class. And that's where you like got supply lines out to your front and you're trying to manage things. And it's a card-driven game. So that's a fun one. The last year was the first year that we played that one. And then, cool. And then in the Napoleonics class, on Rick's recommendation last year, I picked up some copies of Maneuver. So we're going to play Maneuver in the Napoleonics class for a couple of days before we move on to something else. Usually on Fridays, I have a copy of La Bataille de Friedland that I had the map laminated. So I bring that, I set it up, and then I got pieces from Commands and Colors and Napoleonics. And so the kids all have a little group of infantry, cavalry, and artillery, and it's a big 7-player game kind of thing. So they have a lot of fun with that. So we usually do that the 2 Fridays in a row. To give them like a big grand sort of battle to do. So yeah, all kinds of fun stuff with that.
I want to take your class.
Well, I'll see. You just have me come up to Oregon with you. Put me up on the farm, and I'll bring some stuff, and we'll play games.
That would be a lot of fun.
I think so. Well, I'm still talking about going up there to visit my brother. So if I do, then, I'll have to try to touch base with you so we can get together and have lunch or dinner or something like that, and meet face to face.
At the very least, I would come into Portland for that.
Yeah. All right, David, I've been vamping long enough. Have you figured out what you're going to do?
You've been vamping long enough. Okay, this one here, let's see. He's going to move back to, let's see, what do I need to take? The whole stack or... Yes, the whole stack will be fine. So,
I took 6 miles of France this morning.
and what are we going to do here?
So I'm not sure where you're at, Dave. Did you just move something?
Yep.
Can you flash where
I just moved that stack from here to here. So we move back 2.
This is not good. I'm not seeing any flashing or any movement. Are other people seeing
Oh,
stuff?
wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. That's my mistake. All right. Boom, boom. He's going to there. Yep.
Ah, okay. I was like, I'm losing my mind. Or we had a bad
No,
connection issue.
no. And that guy wasn't a light. I would consider it, but he is, so I won't. What's that one?
Are you trying to pull back the other guy?
I'm looking at it.
You could go through that hex. I think there's only one increment there, right? And then these guys are Trilla yours, so that would be the only way back for that chap, I think. Or you just leave him out there and let me score more victory points by hitting you with my artillery.
Interesting. Did they? That's very weird. So if I do that and I go boom, boom, boom. I mean, what as the grenadiers? Those are just heavies, aren't they? They're not armored. What do I got back here?
Thank you.
Two. You're gonna have. All right. Let's see. We will just go back like, I guess, like this. What the, can he go? No, we can't go that way. All right. Okay.
So you just move back to one
done.
hex? Okay.
Yep.
All right. All right. Next was 12. That's my light cavalry over here. And I didn't really have anything exciting to do, so I'm done as well with that. Okay. We can go back up to the cup and see what we get. All right. We've got French. No, that's Russian number 6. Russian. And then we have the artillery chit. Who's number 6? Is that Brennan? Cavalry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right over there by the Vonya.
Over by the Vonya. Yeah. So at this point in time, what is there? Are there any French commands over there that haven't activated yet? I mean, it looks like Saint-Germain is gone. Junot's corps has gone. I know that there's a couple of, little cavalry units way out on the west end. No. But I'm talking about so if we just save that until later, I mean, it's not like it's going to interfere with anything. I mean, I can't imagine they're going to be getting anywhere where there's any French commands left, right? I mean, the only French command that's in the center is Pujol. I mean, is it okay if we just pass on that one, as opposed to me trying to have Brennan tell me what to do with a whole bunch of cavalry?
Well, but is it cavalry then artillery?
Okay.
Yeah.
It just would
I think
see
it's
if,
kind of
Oh,
important
if
because he's
there's
going to
any.
want to move.
yeah,
I think
yeah,
we should stop
yeah.
here. I think this would be a
So,
good place to pause it, and we can just get together next week.
Yeah, it's fine. It's still midnight.
okay, well, it's up to you guys what you want to do.
Yeah, I don't see any artillery shots at his.
Let me message Brennan and see if he's landed. In which case, maybe he'll be able to do something if he wants to. I keep typing cav. And
I know. Do it one more time.
Auto correcting it to cab. I mean, I'm like CAV, and it changes it. No, you really meant to type a B. No, really, I didn't mean to type a B. So then I have to spell cavalry. So that way the stupid autocorrect doesn't do something else.
Fun being defeated by autocorrect.
Oh my gosh. It is so frustrating at times. So, all right. Yeah, I think he's, so it could be that he's coming into land or something like that. He might not have his phone available. Yeah, and I think
But he's also going to have artillery shots too. So, so 6 and then artillery shot. Yeah. So, those are the next two things. We can call it.
Yeah,
It's fine with me.
Okay. Yeah, because we put in about an hour and a half, at least, hour and 40 minutes. So if we want to do that, then we can go ahead and do that. And I think Robert said you're out of town next Sunday, correct, Rob?
yeah. I'll be flying at this time.
Okay.
So.
But you've got pretty much everything. You only got that one cavalry unit that has
one Gerard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dave, you can just move that back and put it in skirmish order. And then shoot the artillery. We're good.
Okay. And then the next weekend is 4th of July, and we can resume back on Mondays, starting with the 7th of July.
Great.
Yeah, so we can get back to our usual schedule. So I appreciate you guys.
One more Sunday, right?
Yeah, so next Sunday is the last Sunday. That would be what, the 29th? And then we'll be back to our Mondays. And of course, then we've got Consim. So we would play on Monday the 7th, and then we would pick it up again after Consim.
Perfect, guys. See you then.
All right.
All right, very good.
Do you want to take a second?
Yeah, let me end the live stream here.